to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Eagles head coach pregame. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Chanticleers offense who will have the football first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Dropping back, it's Maryland. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, it'll be first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got play.
Here's a little room there. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. At the 20, he's got space. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment. Got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. The run inside. It's Todd. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Working the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on him.
Red pass hits complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Back to pass, it's Maryland. Finds his man, it's Glass. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass inside the red zone. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the shot to clear has kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Maryland. Under fire. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Dances away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. We've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Phillips. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Eagles are marching down the field. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Brings it in down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Right back to the well. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout call by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Eagles! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. To the air, it's Maryland. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 20 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. Back to your game in Conway. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The shot that clears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll run it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting...
Finding some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. What a play. Finding a way to get it into the end zone, and after all of that, it's even better. You wind up with a 2-point conversion.
Coastal Carolina, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to pop the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Maryland. And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it down the field. Open spaces. Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he added the extra point.
Coastal Carolina, 17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll try it again. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. He'll try to get to the marker himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Makes a move. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Cavazos. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Right on the money. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Gonna try to get it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coastal Carolina, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory. And now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the draw, it's Wicks. Knocked off his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the shot that clears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The shot that clears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. There's a crease. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the shot that clears after moving the sticks through the air come to the line. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. And back to the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wicks. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The shot that clears trying to cash it in on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Wicks. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Touchdown, Coastal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Cavazos. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver going in motion. Stuff, stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a fourth down stop. Running inside, it's Wicks. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He's looking to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run.
Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.